Hello everyone, it's Elizabeth with Inner Light Moon Oracle. Do you ever have a day where you get your wires crossed? I've actually done this reading on the Studio Hozuki site, so if you're expecting us at 10 o'clock, I'm very sorry. I was over on a different feed, but I will repeat the live for you here, and let's start fresh. Happy new moon in Virgo, everyone, and let's take a moment just to breathe and connect into these piles and see if one resonates for you. Excellent. So we will start with the left pile, and we'll move on to the right and middle pile in a moment. So for my left pile people, just tuning in to everyone watching now or watching in the future for this new moon in Virgo, your card for this new moon is the generosity card. Sharing gifts brings appreciation. And behind you, we have the autumn card, the season of metal. Before you, we have the Dumu card, Queen Lady of the Chariot with the Ox Zodiac. So for the generosity card, sharing gifts brings appreciation. This is a beautiful fire card for a new moon, stepping into your power, your confidence, your certainty, being willing to speak your truth, sing your song, share your gifts, which requires an act of courage and bravery and trust in yourself. It's such a beautiful card for this new moon. And behind you, you have this autumn season of metal. So you're coming from a place of the metal cards, and the metal season have to do with like all the beauty of the year has fallen to the ground. The leaves have fallen. The trees are letting go of everything that no longer serves them. And they are going to become fertilizer for the spring next year. So really releasing and letting go of all of the old that's no longer in the present, which allows you the passion to be focused in the present time. So that's where we're coming from, and moving into Dumu, the Queen Lady of the Chariot, who has, she represents, she kind of flies around the Ursa Major body of stars that's in the Western correspondence. That's where she is, and she's drawn on a chariot that's driven by the bovine family. So we put the Ox Zodiac here to represent the cows that sometimes carry her. That energy is sort of this driving forward, very steady and strong, like the ox, and without hesitation. And the sword you see sort of here in the corner is reflecting this metal energy that we're coming from the season of metal, which has to do with cutting through and cutting away all of the elements and issues that no longer serve you, and being able to clear a path that the Ox Zodiac does so beautifully. You see 7 lotuses in this picture and 2 little lights glowing on her right shoulder, and those represent the 9 kings of heaven that are her children. So Dumu also carries this beautiful mother energy and a nurturing energy and a peaceful wisdom of the ages. So my left pile, folks, that is the new moon in Virgo reading for you. Thank you so much for watching. Next we have the middle pile, all our middle pile people. Just tuning into all those present and those in the future who may watch this. Your card for this new moon is the essence of wood. And behind you, you have collecting, concentrated, and focused energy. And before you, you have prosperity. Forgiveness unlocks marvels and magic. For this reading, there may be some resistance coming in with the wood middle pile people, so be aware of that, and have more permission around this wood energy. So let's start. Because we have a little resistance showing up, I'll start with the collecting card. Where you're coming from is this place of meditation, concentrated, focused energy, this beautiful stillness that the water card represents, the water element. This young woman sits before a body of water and the stars twinkling in the distance, and just really soaking in all of the abundance and energy from nature, and being in this receptive, deeply receptive state, which is a beautiful place. And now for this new moon, we're being asked to step out of this receptive place and allow yourself to grow. The essence of wood and all the essence cards, there are 5 in the deck because there are 5 elements. They represent the focused and concentrated energy of each element. So for you, middle pile people, we're having the concentrated energy of wood. And this wood character, this is a character for wood in Chinese, it also is the same as the character for tree. So you can consider the wood energy like the tree energy, like the growth of a tree. And I recommend going out in nature and really connecting with that tree energy, feeling that growth, feeling that solidity, that rootedness, going from the water, which is this receptive and beautiful still place, into a more rooting and grounding, and then from those roots coming up and growing and allowing the growth coming out of COVID. Maybe this was like where we were in COVID, and dispelling a little bit of that COVID energy, and letting yourself come up in the way that you want, in the choices and direction that you want to grow. And that will bring you into this beautiful prosperity card. So this prosperity card is I also call it the forgiveness card, because it's the secret of prosperity, is really having the courage to forgive, having the awareness to recognize those resentments that come up and to just release them. Any kind of anger or feelings that ultimately will slow you down and block you, it's really important to clear those negative energies and forgive and let go. And that's what's happening in this card. This is the last day of Chinese New Year, the Lantern Festival, where a young girl's releasing the lucky lantern. This says lucky, also can symbolize wealth, good fortune, allowing that to be released, all the past year, and bringing in the newness, this wood energy, which is the new year, the beginning of spring, and which in Chinese culture, the new year starts with the spring season, and really letting go of old hurts and anything in the past, like the past, if it weighs you down, that's not helping you, just really let that go. So middle pile people, this is your new moon in Virgo reading, and thank you so much for watching and being here. And now we'll have a look at our right pile folks. So right pile people, for you, you have the loyalty card. She's a love, protecting the peaceful home. And behind you, we have this clearing, decluttering opens the heart and home. And before you, it's the rest. Sleep rejuvenates. So again, with this reading, there's a little resistance in moving forward. So let's start with the past card, which is such a great Virgo card, this decluttering card. The clearing opens heart and home. Virgo really likes a tidy space. So take a project, like maybe there's a closet or something that needs, do you have some old businesses where you're storing all this stuff from something that's piled up and you don't need to keep anymore. Let go of clothes that no longer fit you or that don't flatter you anymore, that might not be in present time for you. And this metal card, we're seeing metal come up quite a bit in all of the readings. It's a really great clearing and preparing the space for what's to come. So here we have this beautiful dog zodiac, which is the Shiza dogs. These are the Okinawa Shiza that protect the homes in Okinawa. You see them a lot in a high place outside of the homes. So here we have the Yang Shiza with its mouth open, driving away bad energy, not permitting bad things to come into the home. And he has the globe under his paw. And then the Yin Shiza has its mouth closed, and it's keeping all the goodness inside and not allowing energy to leak out. And this is the Yin Shiza has little baby Shiza under its paw. And the dog zodiac definitely is the loyal and protective energy, and a beautiful zodiac animal. And then we see this kind of spiraling inward, the peace and love that this pair brings, and it also spirals outward to the world. So understanding that your relationships at home, whatever that is, really is the seed to building a beautiful and peaceful world on the outside, so inside and outside reflected. And this card can also represent a choice of two different loves, or having to choose a place to focus your love and your attention. So that's a card for you, my right pile people, for this new moon. And you're moving into this water card, which is the rest card. Sleep rejuvenates. And again, there was some resistance to embracing the rest. And it's really, rest is not encouraged so much in our culture in the States. Other cultures are more embodied and understand that how important rest is to the body and to the spirit, and to having a whole and healed existence. So know that, give yourself permission to rest. Give yourself a ceremony or a practice before you go to sleep. If you're having trouble sleeping, definitely no electronics in bed, quiet, and there are different ways to encourage rest. So hoping that you get some good rest in this new moon as well. So thank you so much, right pile people, for watching and being here on our live for the new moon in Virgo. I'm Elizabeth, and with the Inner Light Moon Oracle, we have on our website, if you want to go deeper and have your own inner light practice, we have decks and the guidebook that details all the cards and has other meditations and mantras and explanations about 5-element theory. So much love to you, and wishing you all a very beautiful and happy new moon. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.